Yale New Haven Transplant Center has a really extraordinary liver transplant program. We're made up of surgeons, physicians, nurses, and specialists from every field of healthcare that work together collaboratively to create a special environment for patients at their sickest, sometimes even with days left to live, in order to provide life-saving liver transplants.
I had my first transplant at age 11 in 2005. My mother donated a portion of her liver to me. As I got older, through middle school, high school, I knew I wanted, to do something healthcare related after my first transplant, going through all of that. I had accepted a nursing position working here at Yale New Haven Hospital in 2017. I had been following up with the transplant team. A clot had formed. All of a sudden, I went from hiking the day before to waking up the next morning feeling sick. My second transplant was from a deceased donor. I was on the waiting list for about 2 years waiting for that organ. I had that this past June of 2019.
The liver transplant waiting list is prioritized by patient severity of illness or urgency for transplant. And unfortunately, due to the deceased donor organ shortage, our patients with end-stage liver disease have to get very sick before they receive an opportunity for deceased donor transplant.
Unfortunately, because of the need for organ transplants and the lack of enough donors to satisfy that need, we have 22 people die every day for failure to get a life-saving organ transplant. We can't make up that need with increasing organ donation from deceased donors alone. When we can do living donor liver transplant, we have the option of transplanting a patient earlier in their disease, when they're healthier, stronger, when they know they need a transplant and it's time to perform a transplant. It's also possible to use a friend or a loved one to actually be a healthy, living liver donor.
Live donor liver transplant is awesome. It's possible because of the unique segmental anatomy of the liver and its regenerative capacity. What I mean by that is each portion of the liver has its own supply from the vital vessels so that it can be safely divided, and the liver regrows to full size within the donor and recipient within a few weeks' time. Live donor liver transplant is so important because it offers our patients the opportunity for a timely transplant.
I was just finishing college for nursing school. It was in my last week, so I ended up finishing my finals in the ICU here. I talked to the manager who had hired me and just told her the situation and that I couldn't accept the position now, and she told me, just don't worry about it. When the time comes, just reach back out to me and we'll have a spot still here for you. After the transplant, I bounced back pretty quick. Within 4 months, I had taken my boards, and then within 6 months, started working as a nurse here at Yale New Haven Hospital. Definitely enjoying it and learning something new every day and keeping busy. No limitations.